So I move that there. I move that there. I think I'm good. Hey, Vagabond. Gaming of all sorts here. Totally blind here. I don't know anything. I think I've seen some character's name is a pun on Sherlock Holmes or something. That's about all I know.
Pretty par for the course, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think if I got spoiled of anything in the previous ones. Oh yeah, like that's the other thing. Is like I've played the 6 Ace Attorney games. There's no more than 6, as we know. Look at these cards. They look great.
Did it say that the Hound of... Oh,
yeah, it is!
Nice.
It is Hound of Baskervilles. They weren't lying on Jeopardy.
If only we played this before watching Jeopardy.
I would have been able to blurt out the correct answer.
Extremely loudly.
Oh, it looks good too.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation.
Oh my god,
brought
anime
great
opening.
waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation.
Are they in Japanifornia?
The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide.
No. I didn't choose. I didn't even realize it was an option, but this was the default, so it's what we're going with. It also means less reading for me, so... Shit,
But
is
for
that...
one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
It's cover art guy! Episode 1, The Adventure of the Great Departure. November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature. I've never seen that word before. Defendant Antechamber 5. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan waiting to decide my fate? I'm glad they still have Ace Attorney sound effects. I don't know.
What?
That'll go. Yeah. Oh no, nothing.
Save your glass, murderer.
Sorry. The lips.
As you should be.
It's my bad. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Nailed it in one. Wait, hey, hang on. If I'm voicing him, that means I don't have to say his name out loud very often, surely. Unless he's like the kind of person who introduces himself to everyone. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yumei University. 3 days ago, I found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough. Maybe you should do that one. I don't know.
This is gonna end up with me voicing every single character, and you just voice the titular characters. That's not gonna work out that way.
Well, I just don't think Bailiff is gonna have a lot of dialogue. I might be wrong. We'll work it out as we go.
He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. I'm not gonna talk to myself. It's not working out already.
It's impossible. We need to like hire more people.
Somebody should do the extras and somebody should do the sub main characters.
Anyway.
And who are you?
Oh, I hope he has a hard name to say.
I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Sword noises. Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet.
Oh, it's like my cousin Vinny.
And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Ryunosuke?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
What are you apologizing to me for?
Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
Ha 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 ha! There you go again, apologizing. Just like always.
Ah,
Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone.
That's what all the guilty people say. And there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high.
No one's ever been falsely accused. Hey, Potato Snexian, welcome. You mean
I believe you. I know you're innocent. How do I pronounce his name?
Ryunosuke?
Ryunosuke. I feel like it's supposed to be quiet. It's silent at some spots. but,
Yeah, the final U is silent. I'm not sure about the start, actually.
yeah.
Kazuma Asogi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even
Nice,
a
I'm smarter than
qualified...
you in this game.
What?
Nice, I'm smarter than you in this
Oh, he's even qualified lawyer. Shit, wait, hang on. Impressive considering he's still an undergraduate.
It's not that impressive. And I can read minds. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway.
What?
My qualifications don't mean much. Yet.
You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes. That's when all this started.
Flashback time.
Congratulations, Kazuma! It looks like you're gonna get study abroad at last!
I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day.
Finally.
Government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court.
So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world? That only just existed, apparently?
With my red headband, yeah.
And I'm really proud of you. And proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple.
Yeah. The mysterious aura is the headband. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes.
The heart of the British Empire. Oh god, no. I wish I could see it too.
And come with me.
Attack him. That's alright.
We'd have a wild time tearing out the lanes of Her Majesty's City of London.
Oh, outdated game.
Hmm?
It's His Majesty's. If only it
It's a
was
bit
that
old.
simple.
Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. I'm sure they'll meet again. No, don't know when, don't know how.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. It doesn't look Western.
Well, I guess
See-
it doesn't really look like anything.
Like the
It's
plaid.
the tea though. That's Western, I guess.
I mean, it could be China.
I guess.
See
Just take their word for it.
see you in English class tomorrow then. Partner.
Oh damn, he is a ghost, and his coffee's gone too.
Is it coffee or tea?
Both. Spotted the non-coffee drinker. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. I murdered the principal. So, may I have a word?
No.
I choked myself too.
Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Phrasing? Oh, what is...
Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Asogi. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
To His Excellency's chambers. Why?
He was looking for you before. Asogi? You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. My voice has turned into like the attention duelist guy from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at a university before.
I see. I'll go at once then.
Go for it.
I feel like I get the weirdest sensation that she's going to be stuck with our main character for a while. I shall accompany you.
Yeah, it's just gonna be these two people, like Kazuma and her.
Oh no!
No, it probably won't
What
be.
have I signed up
It
for?
probably won't be. If it's a problem, we'll work it out. Anyway,
Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom.
yes. Thanks, Kazuma. Soggy Kazuma. That's how you say it. Oh, I'm an ellipses war with myself. This is awkward. If I may... Yes, sorry? You must be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right.
Naruhodo.
My name is Yujin Mikutoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. You may call me Mikutaba. Ah,
Yes,
Professor
yes.
Mikutoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Asogi has told me all about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. As such, I feel you should know. What? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. What? As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered. But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? Why would the government do something bad?
Shocking. It's not the
The
first
ad-
time they've done it.
The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favourable of circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear it. I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Sorry? What do you mean? I'm the prosecutor. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. But then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to conviction. Right, so as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that
I didn't
happens,
see that coming.
you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. Oh shit, they're getting hitched. Let's go. I do. But what will the question be? Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not.
Oh shit, it's me.
And also,
Defendant!
just a moment, Brock is I'll get to you when the scene's done, Brock. I see what it is. Yep. I know I've got it not in order. Now I see it. Oh, that's a weird one.
I wanted an explanation for the pink little thingamajig on that guy's outfit.
Which guy? The dude I was.
I already forgot his name.
I have as well. It's Japanese.
Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
Oh yeah, I see it. I wasn't noticing it. It would seem our surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. I'm an intellectual. Allow me to summarize. Kazuma Sogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Because Effie doesn't want to voice it. Of course,
Stop
as the
calling out like
defendant, the final decision is yours.
What are you waiting for? You want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving! There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. This sounds like an asshole.
It's a bailiff. What do you expect? This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dream of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder!
Hell yeah.
And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on an unforgettable trial.
TBH, since it's the first chapter, easily forgettable.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like a couple of the Ace Attorney games have good chapter ones.
Good
one of the
tutorials, you mean?
no, like some of them are actually pretty good. My one and only chance at proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny. Like the first Apollo Justice one was kind of interesting. All right. Anyway, so. As Brock has asked for the number 69 of 1996, I can tell you that that is Speculator by Insurge. Insurge are a political industrial Australian band, as you'd expect. They had two Hottest 100 entries. The other one is Political Prisoners, which is much more obvious. Because it's the 90s and industrial music is very popular. Like Political Prisoners is like the original prison song by System of a Down. But Speculator is just like it's a banger. I don't even know it. I can't even remember what it's about. It's just got this huge, like booming chorus that just goes off, like goes hard. What more could you want? Like it's just very dated, incredibly dated, but it goes hard. I approve. It's Speculator by Insurge. Anyway. 22nd November, 9 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature. Supreme Court of Judge, Courtroom 2. Oh shit, the fan's on in the courtroom. Is that allowed? Also,
Look at his really hot-
Ryunosuke.
Oh my god, look at his eyes.
Yeah, he looks very not okay.
He's seen some shit.
This is a man who is innocent.
Really? I doubt it.
So this is a courtroom.
This is like extremely manga-esque.
Oh, that's you. Now you have to say the
I
funny
already
word.
forgot his name. This is a problem. The Supreme Court of Justice. Court, on the other hand, has more power. It's your fault, alright?
Is it a real word? I've never seen it before. Judicature? It just sounds weird. I don't like the look of those people sitting in the
It is a
public
real word.
gallery. Okay. What's the emphasis on? Lots of
I don't know.
Lots of military and other uniforms in there. Maybe it's actually like a Japanese word, judicature.
Please cease.
I will.
The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. He's gonna die.
A secret trial? This is the Inquisition.
It's judicature.
Okay. I'll hopefully never have to say it again, although that's clearly not going to happen.
Haha.
Epic.
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
What? But why?
Because you're fucked, sir. It'll become clear in time, but for now. You need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin.
Yeah, I think you've done it right. You're silencing the other you as well.
Hmm?
Oh, that's not the judge from the Ace Attorney games.
He looks very... He looks extremely like old Chinese dramas. No, old Chinese like, I don't know, operas? I don't know how to...
He almost kind of looks like Zhuge Liang in the Dynasty Warrior games, at least in the face.
Yeah. Those kinds of like old Chinese dramas.
Oh yeah, Canadian judge too, he's a legend. Anyway, I guess I'll do this one. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Oh my god, it's just the guy!
Oh my god, look at their outfits though, what?
Well, if you're doing the upper, like if you're doing the lawyer, I guess I'll do this guy. The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency. Maybe you should do the judge then.
Oh shit. As is the defense.
You want to do the judge?
Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now.
Oh, as a side, to anyone watching, is the audio okay?
Who advocates for the defendant in this trial?
I think you said the wrong advocate. It's advocate.
Hmm?
It's advocate. Advocate for the This is it. This must be the question. I have to answer in the form of a question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question for the Professor meant. But then, if I say, I do... Wait, am I going to defend myself? Is this what's going to happen? Shit! Always wait and see in Ace Attorney. Always wait and see. Kazuma is the lawyer here. I can't defend myself. If I said, I do, it'd be tantamount to lying. Also, like, we need 4
His
people.
expressions.
Like, we need 4 people in here so that, like, the voices are split. Hey, Gablau, welcome to the chat. It's a good first message. And I've been accused of murder, for goodness sake. Goodness's sake. There's no time for lies.
Try to stop fidgeting, Ryunosuke. It's distracting.
If I don't say, I'll defend myself now. Things could end up very badly for my friend. Me!
Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside a defendant, I hope it's... Well?
Oh, they fucking.
Where did that come from? Why did I agree to this?
It's
Oh my
great.
god, look at his expression though, it's great.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of this unruly outburst?
I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
Should have said Ryunosuke.
Oh, you missed 2
Naruhodo
lines by
do.
those. You'll be what?
What are you playing at, Ryunosuke?
I guess actually, yeah, there'll still be 4 people.
Professor
Professor Mikotoba told me everything.
Oh yes.
Just now, before the trial.
He did what?
He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. And he knows that I'm a dirty murderer.
Dot, 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 dot. How sad.
I agree.
It means you don't have faith in me.
That is exactly how I read it.
You think I won't be able to get you off?
Oh,
That's
phrasing,
a
phrasing.
So bro.
Oh my god,
Tiny
screenshot.
From this.
No, it's not that, really. It's just that I don't think you'll be able to get me innocent. Well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you...
Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you.
This is great.
Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well, does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel? Really?
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent he's confident he can speak for himself. Oh my god, look at his eyes.
As he
It's
says
just gonna
that.
be a constant thing. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san? I see. Mr. I see.
Oh, but yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank.
I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered.
Well, that was actually right. That went up well. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed. Now
His
he's turned
stance
Scottish.
is guilty, by the way. As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan.
Yeah, the Supreme Court of Japan.
Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo?
Yes, Your Excellency.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you've undertaken.
Oh, thank goodness it's not Battler. My competence? What does that mean? But I don't know if he just doesn't know what the word competence means. I don't.
Isn't he in law school?
No, he's just in. I don't think he's actually a lawyer. I think he's just in university.
Precisely! Oh, wait. Ignore me, I said nothing. He's questioning your ability to do the job. See, this is what I'm here for.
Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am.
So let's start with the very simplest of questions.
Oh, yes!
The answer is I do, sir. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Name the person you killed. Wait a minute! Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I'd care to remember.
Did we even hear it?
Not yet. But wait, do I have to like look at my
Oh no, his
evidence
expression
yet?
changed. I'm scared.
Oh, well, he's less scared, I guess. But wait. Oh, he's got the
No.
Phoenix Star expression. Let's go. I'm so nervous. I can't even remember that. What was it again? Oh, me trying to remember Final Jeopardy.
Inosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank.
You know me so well.
Ooh. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record.
Yeah, but I don't have a button for that. But I can't even find that. It's not on the it's not on the mini menu.
Options. It's simple. You can access the court record with a press of RB.
No, I can't. No, I can't. I'm trying.
If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult RB. It's all on there.
I just have to press RB for the court record. Alright, there's no time to lose.
This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with RB. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press B to go back. Oh my god, he's so young.
Kazuma Asuki, 23, a second year at the Imperial Yamei University. He's my best friend, and despite being a lawyer, a student, a qualified defense lawyer as well.
Nice.
Despite being a lawyer. Freudian slip. Yujin Mikitova, a medical school professor at the Imperial Yamei University. He's an authority in forensic medicine and Kazuma's mentor. Taketsuchi Ouchi?
Oh god.
That's got to be intentional. 51. The lead prosecutor in this case, who would appear to have little love for the changes the Cultural Reformation has brought. John H. Wilson, the victim of this case. He was a visiting professor of medicine at Yumei University from the British Empire. Oh, it's okay, he's British. No.
So remember, everything we do, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record.
It does look like Watson, yeah.
Oya's cat? Really?
I didn't know what his cat's name was. I didn't know Oya had a cat. Okay.
Now, it better cannot keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the People's section of the court record and press Y to present. Try it
Victim.
now.
Is you!
Yeah, do it. I'm the murderer.
The
Aww.
victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yumei University 3 years ago. Indeed. Which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally.
I was really looking forward to what he was going to say. It wasn't funny, so...
And as most of you will be well aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
Oh wait, well, I think I could think of one person who hasn't heard of it. And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yumei University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? Ugh, but I didn't do it. Effie. Effie.
That's not Effie, that's Judge.
Yeah.
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. I don't know what to do with that.
I wasn't sure if like you did it and it just didn't get picked up on the mic.
In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
You know, actually, let's look at the court record. It seems like a good thing to do. Oh! It's the badge that we have to show to everyone. And,
Oh my god, present it.
I can't yet, sadly.
Aww.
Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body.
Does it usually though?
Depends on what you define as pass through. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, isn't it?
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. Past
Captain
tense.
Obvious.
But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference to me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime.
Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and
Alligator.
enjoy this place a little longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then. Partner. Plot twist, Kazuma was the one who killed
Kappa Pride,
the Englishman. What?
partner.
Please. Please no!
The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think.
That one statement was bad enough.
Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. Now I'll present my gun to him. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. Or, g'day, whatever British people say. So
Oh, that's not.
I went over to the professor's
Nice try.
and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. I thought he was going to say something. I was like, I don't know who should voice Wilson.
I'll just suddenly go deaf. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
How did this Professor of Medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death.
Cause of death. Well, obviously that was something the judge should be telling us.
Inosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence.
Unless you're the prosecution. By evidence? But how?
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now!
I really want it, but I won't.
Do it, do it, do
No,
it!
no,
do it,
no,
do
no,
it.
no.
For comedic value. Come
Okay.
Yeah!
The evidence that clearly shows the victim's cause of death is, of course, this.
And on what basis do you present this evidence?
Well, I'm not a lawyer because it was in the court record, of course.
Slow down. Why did you pick that? Isn't there something more relevant looking?
Well, now that you say that, I suppose.
Pick the wrong piece of evidence again, and it won't be a mystery as to your cause of death. And he takes off the fucking floor.
Yikes, he sounds and looks deadly serious.
He means business. Find a piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now. I repeat myself.
Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic
Nice.
death due to gunshot. No, I'm imitating the fact that he's not saying it right.
Yeah.
Learn to read, you imbecile! That's the post-mortem report, I take it.
Presents the updated post-mortem report.
Sorry, yes, that's right. It's the post-mortem report.
In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. In Japan, they update the post-mortem report. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
They don't have a seance? Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on events later. This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. He didn't even finish his steak. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet holes produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
But wouldn't it pierce through the body if it was close range? But then,
It's impressive I've got a half-blocked nose and I'm speaking entirely from my nose, by the way.
I'm proud of you. Thank you, Consul. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record.
The modern scientific
Because-
record of a photo. The photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record. Wait, I didn't read that text. Let's see if it... So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. Let's see. Show the front. Yeah.
Should I like read the descriptions? And
No,
read
I'll-
the titles, and that'll be really funny.
It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail's incredible.
Very well. I'm satisfied with your answers.
It's like that's Ryunosuke describing AI art, by the way. It's clearly superior to a drawing. I'm not... Disregard what I said.
I'm just hit by the fact that the judge looks like Melindor. Let us start the trial.
T-pose? Certainly, Your Excellence. Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime where it happened. When? This is it then.
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind.
Is it the professor? Is he the witness? The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba?
Yes. Clearly, you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant.
You're Maya Fey. Ah, of course. When he was speaking to me before, he simply said, "Have you played the Ace Attorney games before? Kazuma Uski must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. He must be the guy who does the work unofficially."
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Phrasing.
Maybe, but any help you can give would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma, considering I'm not a lawyer, and you are, and I decided to
Well-
not let you be the lawyer.
Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
Never!
Oh, fair
And
enough.
if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stairs first.
They seem to have some jives. I might be wrong though.
Alright, I'll do this. I'm just gonna step AFK for a bit. I'll be back in like a minute.
Did he take his headset with him? He did not take his headset with him. Well, anyway, guys, welcome to the stream. It's now my stream now. I hope you all are doing great. And having a lovely day. Of course, we have Snail speaking up to Mutiny. Oh no, he's back.
Hey, Snow. Alright.
Hello.
Try not to mutiny, please.
It's too late.
It's a good thing I'm not the leader of anything.
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Oh, I'll do it. Of
Are you
course.
sure?
My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I'm the head waiter at a Western-style restaurant called Le Carnival. I'm bleeding in the mouth. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some,
Strawberry juice.
It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. Well, it really should.
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim scene occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery, 3 days ago.
It's Occidental word.
This
Sorry.
voice acting is going to double the length of this playthrough. Just that guy. He's probably not even going to be in it after this chapter.
Understood. Hosonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident.
At once.
I like his hair.
And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Is he referring to me or you?
Me. Therefore, re.
Oh, aspiring maybe, but aspiring? It was just after 2 PM on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits in with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. Do you want me to read that, Vagabond? I could try, but it'd be difficult. It was when I was in the kitchen and putting away crockery and cutlery. Sorry,
Why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food of out hot eat the food?
There we go, I got it. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair, and then standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Did you
Yes,
just say
it was me!
accused?
I was doing that!
Did you just say accused?
That's the word, yeah.
Is it not accused?
I think both are fine. Accused is more fancy. Hold on.
I
Let me just
see.
clarify something here. Is he gonna say yes every time? I don't like that. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him.
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur.
But
The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruhodo. Don't worry, Renosuke. You have your chance to fight back. For now, we must quietly listen to the witness.
If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
yes, without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table.
What's the matter, Rinosuke?
That's just not right! That's just not cricket! When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at his
Shit.
table.
That looks like something else I need to voice.
Yeah, sure.
Really?
It's not like I've been voicing 3 people having a conversation with each other right now. And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still. What should I do? At least it's not like a Danganronpa, like V3, where you could have like 5 people speaking at once.
That would be the streamer's problem.
Yes!
Snail, are you volunteering? Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection!
Dear me, dear me, what are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this male student, is not a real lawyer after all? But I'm sure of what I saw. Also, I'm not a lawyer. I've just...
Hasanaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy.
Short-term memory. No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it.
How much did he pay you?
Actually have a rough plan of the restaurant, as it was that day. He's in the pocket of big don't make Effie voice another character. Please have a look if you'd like to. Judge.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the Chinese characters and I was like, oh, kitchen. Kitchen and entrance, sorry. Let me see. A sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume.
That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation.
He failed to put, like, Naruhodo in at one of the seats.
Oh, are they the names?
Rinosuke. It's
I-
funny because I have been saying Rinosuke for the past, like, 10 minutes and then I only remember... Sorry.
However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. He's represented by that big red X, and I didn't draw an extra red X.
Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter.
Thank you, sir.
Slam. The court will take his plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
I don't think the judge says slam when he slams the gavel. Oh,
Mallet pounding.
well,
Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once.
of course. Here you are.
What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now.
Something certainly seems to have shaken him.
He's me when I had COVID.
He's about to cough out
Get
a
COVID.
xenomorph. Or that.
Oh god, no, that's the wrong game.
It's not a game, but... Oh, I mean, I guess it is, but... The waiter's business card is being added to the court record. The head waiter's business card is sketched in the restaurant layout on the back.
If you left the screen there forever, do you think he would just keep coughing for the next 6 hours?
Yes.
So, the court has now heard a precis of the case.
Yes, at the moment a gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we're looking at a black and white case here. Ding! Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment.
I called this waiter.
I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime, even though no one was present at the scene of the crime, according to the prosecution.
Also, I love that he says he has more decisive evidence when the first evidence he presented was already decisive.
Yeah. Get ready for the plot twist halfway in. What do you think I should do?
Do the tutorial.
Kazuma. Yeah. They got to
What
give
do
you hope.
mean?
Well, I'm gonna be found guilty one way or another. I'm gonna guilty one way. It seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence?
Are you a fucking coward?
Everyone keeps telling me this trial is unusual, about these peculiarities. You've said it, Professor. You've said it. Professor Mikitova said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
Found the coward. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you.
Well, the funny thing about you think I'm innocent, well, you see.
And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face. Is that it?
What?
If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to just give up on yourself?
Yeah, that's the great plot twist, Belladec, is that he didn't actually kill this guy, he just killed someone else. They just haven't figured it out yet. That's why he had the gun.
And I have the sword. I help any time. The battle hasn't even begun yet, Rinosuke. Oh, he did the slam. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency.
Yeah, but is Ryunosuke gonna do the... I'm not gonna do it on my desk.
No, you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
I don't know if that comes through.
We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. The witnesses that shouldn't even be there. They're looking through like holes in a wall, just like traditional Chinese restaurants. Apparently.
No, they were just having a jamboree, like just in the blind spot.
Having a Japanese jamboree. We'll see just how decisive this evidence really is.
Like, is this suggesting there's a wall there and like the lawyer was looking out from like the kitchen and therefore he couldn't see the people at the 4 other tables?
Wait. Just, can you flip the card over? It'll be pretty
No,
funny.
I can't, but I can.
We'll use the magnifying glass. We can find things for ants.
For ants?
Yeah.
What is this? Evidence for ants?
Precisely.
Don't challenge me to make a real table slap. I don't want to damage my table. Or the things on it.
If your table gets damaged from a table slap, I should be concerned.
Okay, it's the
for
things that are on it
durability
I'm
of
more
the table.
concerned about.
Oh, what do you even have on it?
My monitor.
Oh.
Anyway.
I'm sure it's stronger than that. Indeed. See, he agrees with me. The judge agrees with me. Prosecutor Aochi, please continue with proceedings.
Well, you were
Is it
warned.
delicious?
The young can be so reckless, like that soap opera. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be.
The people calling him a saint probably need to get glasses.
In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. The prosecution calls its next witnesses.
Oh, he's also doing this? Oh, you can't see it. No, I'm not doing that.
Very well, officer. Bring forth the witnesses at once. Not the bottle.
It's
Oh.
the streetcar named Desire, the bottle scene.
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
Wait, the guy on the right reminds me of someone else.
Wait, if you're talking about there, right? Well, I don't know, I guess I'll do this one. Yes, sir! The Great Nippon Imperial Army's Sergeant Iyasa Nosa reporting for duty, sir! Go for it.
Myself, I find employs fine articles of antiquity from the fluorescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the second district. Kyoryo Korekuta at your service.
Oh, Curio. An
An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. And then myself, I had the Shelley take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question. Almost always post-noon.
This guy, like, he reminds me of a character in, like, the first chapter. I don't know if he comes up later. Like, in the Professor Layton Ace Attorney crossover, like, there's this old dude who was really, like, skinny, has a big beard, and just kind of, like, really... I don't know how to describe him, but, like, he's giving me off these vibes.
And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios, with which I make my business.
And my name, apparently. I can't understand a word that old man is saying.
He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival.
I thought he was going to say, and he sounds like he's an antique.
The antiques deal with antiques. Birds of a feather flock together. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. It rhymes.
Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant
instead of saying-
looks like he'd be more a seller rather than a buyer.
Instead of saying I see, you should say Naruhodo.
I don't get it. Is that a pun?
Naruhodo means I see.
Oh, is that why he
Understand.
keeps
That's why
saying
it's
it?
funny. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why it's funny. It's like Ryunosuke, I understand.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of the most atrocious incident.
Although I'm having trouble saying his name, so...
Is that correct?
Affirmative! The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreign. It could only be described as an act of war, sir! It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir! This man's as impossible to understand as the other. Also very exhausting to voice like that. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said.
He's that guy in that ensemble who was firing that gun. So this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Yes.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start.
Shock. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred.
Yes, sir, yes, sir! Standing by! Report, ready to report, sir!
Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon.
What the witnesses saw. I was ingesting a regulation beef stick at that restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. No.
Seems sus. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
Dude, you're not playing Scrabble.
I mean, that's really what he looks like. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment.
Hey, oh yeah. Chaos is happening.
You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim.
Yes, sir! Affirmative, sir! That wicked university cadet, sir! The cruel and intriguing enemy, sir!
What times? Why is he holding a knife? 11. But an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day. Is he even allowed to bring these to the courtroom?
Under the table. Yeah, like, multiple people have weapons here. Who knows what the guy in the military room has?
His hat.
He's gonna shoot a gun at me if I prove him wrong.
His hat either looks like the cover for a dim sum, or it looks like pie.
But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone.
Is that really true, Ryunosuke?
Yes. All I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor.
Why would you?
After I'd said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and started drinking some coffee. There we go, it was coffee.
What kind of idiot picks up a gun at the crime scene? Like he's genuinely just
Frickin'
not
Miles
up for this.
Edgeworth here.
He's just not up for
It's
this.
like-
This is the evidence. for
Edgeworth
not
picks up
for
the
this.
gun. Then, when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant, when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. Oh, see, if it was an English-made gun, then it wasn't an act of, like, treason. The English killed the English. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, BANG! I shot myself.
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there is a clue as to who that criminal was.
There is?
Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses.
Cross-examine? Mate, I'm not a lawyer.
Do it now!
Oh, sure.
As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Or justiciary.
You mean Judy?
Go.
Certainly. The testimony of the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this
Sorry.
I tried. What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of these outbursts?
Sorry, he said to try it now. The defense
That was very delayed.
demands his right to cross-examination! A cross-examination in my court?
Dear me! Dear me! Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
Huh? How do you know?
About the headband?
The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time to do a
You think
court.
Sorry, I think after 6 games, they'd start knowing, you know? They'd start being smarter.
It's just like, no, we went to a trial, but a cross-examination wasted time. Get on.
The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
I did it in his voice. Kazuma is so commanding.
If you have a sword, usually you're very commanding. Very well.
I was actually thinking, I don't think I used a voice like that in 428. I'm trying to think if I did. I don't think I did. Like, it's not the same register as, you know, the dude, with the bananas and stuff like that.
Wait, what?
You know, the one I have the clip of me saying, well, I guess it's a bit like
God.
it. Yeah, like,
I regret everything.
it's a different register. This one's more nasal, I think. Anyway.
Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Rinosuke.
But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. We're an hour in, and you still haven't taught us.
Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements.
I can't hear the word isn't obvious anymore because of Zero Escape. How?
You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier said has to be a lie.
I haven't gotten rid of it. Oh yeah, I just have it disabled for now. I might bring it back.
It's to stop the confusion.
Well, yes, but
It's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence. I did wonder if you had those voices on, because I was like, should I just like be itchy-handed and just redeem that for the shits and the giggles for the next
look,
hour?
there's plenty of voice shenanigans in this stream. We don't need it.
Yeah, but
right.
like, that means that you have to keep to one
evidence.
voice for the next hour.
What do you mean? I've got like 3 voices at least. 4
Yeah,
if
but
you
if
count.
you had one voice, you just had one voice for like 5 characters, and then that's going to be chaotic.
I also need to like go back to my 428 streams to remind myself of them both.
This is like Twitch streams with chaotic auras. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying.
So I wouldn't want someone to tune to the stream and hear me put in an annoying voice, and I'm just waiting for the dude to come back.
Well, let's go, Rinosuke. Don't let them beat you.
We will do that later. Oh, he's trying. He's trying.
He just looked over like, did I do it right?
Yeah, that's me. All right then. Is it all or nothing? It's all or nothing.
I mean, close enough. Just dye your hair black. Close enough.
All right. So should I just like you press everything, but I think I know what is wrong here.
Really? Wouldn't have been able to tell. Nice try.
What was the stake like? Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some new interrogation technique? I've already forgotten how its voice went. I hadn't actually thought of what I wanted to ask. You know, I just like in the Ace Attorney games, you kind of just press everything.
Just ask about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you.
All right then. This beef steak you mentioned.
Oh,
What kind of
God.
food is that?
Ladies and gents, we have
Attention!
an intellectual.
Beef steak is a delicious cut of veal, vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot. Oh. If food could receive medals of honor, beef steak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet.
Oh, gross.
Right, I see. Thank you, sir. So, next question.
How old are you? Are you French?
This cutlet you mentioned, what kind of food is that? This is me. This is me who's terrible at food knowledge. Tin chop! Cutlets is a delicious cut of veal, tossed in breadcrumbs and deep fried in cooking oil. Accept your guilty verdict. Atone for your crimes when you're released from prison. Try it! Yes,
Why
sir.
try
I
it
will,
when-
sir. On the double, sir.
Why try it when you're out of prison when you can get people to send it to you while you're in prison? Sorry to interrupt, but what the fuck is wrong with you? How about trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case?
No. What was your side dish? Oops, sorry. I'll do my best.
I'm
So-
hungry. It's 11 p.m. at night.
Next question. Is it just me, or do you keep hearing a sort of wah crying noise? Is Waluigi here?
Well, Luigi.
Negative.
Well, at least we've learned that he's a big beef lover.
I thought they were gonna say beef eater.
But I thought like it would be he. Would he have a beef with a protagonist?
I mean, no. I think he ate it by himself.
Affirmative.
I mean, no, it wasn't by himself. As we know, there was a jamboree going on. It's not easy knowing what questions to ask. Hey, I just got an achievement for pressing that. It was worth it. Myself was questions of particular fun gold curio for the military gentleman.
Yes!
Oh, sorry, Renosuke. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither do I. Koban boy.
Koban? You mean an old Edo coin?
The day prior to the incident, a treasure of exceptional value from the Hohoi period entered my possession. Actually, he's standing still now. I don't need to shave. I took myself to the restaurant the following day. With said items secreted in my bottom pocket.
Voice acting just disappears.
It depends on how much the character shakes. All right, it's fine. In the hope of an affluent appraised of its indisputable value being present.
Are you not cogniferous of how to say cognizant? So you were hoping to sell your Koban coin to Sergeant Nosa, whom you met at the restaurant.
Yes, it's quite clear where you're going with this, boy. You were about to assert that a penniless soldier would have no hope of purchasing a precious Koban. Isn't that so?
Well, you little upstart cadet! You want to add a disrespecting our superior officer to your list of crimes, do you? Blatant subordination! No, I didn't say anything. Although, penniless might just be the word I was looking for.
In any case, the hours already advanced beyond that of the midday luncheon.
I'm waiting for that word to appear, Oya. I am waiting.
There remained a precious few present with whom I could engage in discourse about matters of business.
I like that the other guy is still leaning forward. He's like with it pressed down on the table. Yeah. This gentleman beside me, who was grappling with his braised veal at the time, which I fortunately asked about, was my sole prospect. Oh, so that's you. It's you.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I looked at the name and I was like,
Yeah,
that's not a military guy.
I-
What's that?
I see.
You should say Naruhodo.
At the precise moment a firearm was discharged, I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes.
Yes!
So, you're saying that you actually saw me at the time? Affirmative! I saw you. Oh, sorry, he said this. Laughing, cackling like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun on the English civilian.
Can I?
But that's impossible. Can you what?
Oh, I just want to say that like whenever it pans over to the two people at the middle of the stage, your camera is very very nicely placed right on the table. So
What?
technically, if you slam the desk, it's technically it would work.
No, I'm not actually slamming. I'm just like doing the motion.
No,
Uh,
I'm just saying. I mean, if you did it, it would be very accurate on the.
I have
digital
been like kind of. Did I even read that line?
Allow me to confirm just 1 point.
But that's impossible. I only.
Allow me to confirm just 1 point, please.
What's that, Private?
Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, it seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table.
And so, what if it was?
You lied! Well, if that really is the case, it would mean that you didn't, in fact, see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun.
Get lawyered, son.
Many dots.
Ah! And double ah! 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 My
kinda
sixth
hairy
sense. I can't put my hands behind my back and also advance the text. Sorry? My sixth sense of danger. I picked up the waves of murderous energy radiating from your foul mind. Which means... a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadet. Surely that's not really possible, is it? Do you think I'd have gotten where I am today in the army if I couldn't sense danger in the air, son?
Well... It would seem that the soldier is absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed.
This is not good. Because he did see me do it. The black uniform varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. I will present.
Objection!
I'll press first.
Yes!
So this black uniformed university cadet, you're saying
actually
that
a cat.
was... What?
It's actually a cat.
Ah! I've had just about enough of your sauce, cadet. Us. Who else do you see around here in black uniform? This is like trying to work out which combo the burst is doing in Fury. Like you have like it's really not enough time to work it out. Well, there's someone else standing right next to me who fits the
Is
description
it
as
really
well, but-
black though, or is it brown? Because it looks kind of like brown,
Yeah. I guess.
chocolate colored.
Good point. And that makes his evidence invalid. It was you, you little weasel! You unloaded the firearm on that man! From behind his back! You call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon? You disgust me! I'm just making this up as I go along.
What is it, Inosuke?
I'm not quite sure. It's something that the sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. I can only put my finger on the camera. Something's
That's
playing on my
what to
mind.
do. In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you've gathered in the court record. And if you find an inconsistency here with what the witness just said, then don't hold back.
By this, like the song that only Australians would know.
Present the evidence to court. Thrust it in the witness's face and make him choke on it, phrasing.
How do I go back? Oh, shit! What did I just do? Did I just... I just pressed, I guess that was
Thing.
press. Yeah, that's fine. Anyway. On your hands and knees, could you explain that, please? I was trying to work out how to, like, advance backwards.
I thought you can only like read past dialogue. Like, you
Uh,
can't-
I'm pretty sure in... Maybe it's only, like, some of the Ace Attorney games, but you can, like, click between them.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was trying the D-pad. Maybe you have to have pressed it first. Effie.
That's right. Spurning the earth, right as I was, in order to receive the lost piece. Oh shit, it's me. What lost piece are you referring to? Shit, I'm talking to myself now. Oh!
Shit!
Oh! The Koban, of course!
He did the bottle!
Wizard! Holy Koban coin!
No, I can't. I don't want to spill water.
I just been showing the rare treasure to the military man as he masticated his meal.
Masticate means chew.
After averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished.
The Koban vanished.
Hence, I began to acquaint myself with the intricacies of the floor in order to locate it. And then it happened. Dun dun.
My monocle. I can't see a thing without my monocle.
You heard the gunshot, you mean? None other than, though it was no concern of mine. Really? You wouldn't be afraid if you heard a gunshot? What is wrong with you? I was frantically scouring the floor for the aforementioned lost treasure.
Well, I mean,
Apparently the treasure's worth more than
You
his
wouldn't be
life.
worried if you were the one who fired it, I guess. So, in fact,
True. It was the old man all along.
you didn't actually witness the precise moment when the incident occurred. That is perjury!
Indeed. I did not. So why is he called to witness then?
Fortunately, no one ever commits a perjury in Ace Attorney. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Listen, Renosuke. That's right.
We know there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them.
I understand that. The question is, how?
Be brave, Rinosuke. Like I said before, the key to this is using evidence that you've collected. You can examine and present evidence while a witness is giving testimony by pressing RB.
What's RB? What is this?
Go through each witness statement and the details about each piece of evidence and compare all the facts.
And Renosuke looks down. Why am I holding an Xbox controller?
Or worse, a Switch controller.
Ugh.
Somewhere in there, you find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency.
Inconsistency! And inconsistency.
Close enough, I guess. When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seem to contradict each other, present your evidence with why and rip the witness apart.
Why?
That's not what he says. Stay careful. Because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given a penalty.
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense's case will fall apart and you receive a guilty verdict.
Yo, hey,
So
Corvo.
that's it. Peruse the evidence in the court record and find an inconsistency of a witness's statement.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
An hour 30 in and we find out how to present evidence to a wrong statement. You can hear the witness's statements over and 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 over again as many times as you like because this is a video game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, an hour and a half in, it's finally a video game. I'm doing alright, Corvo, yourself?
So keep your head and be
Unless you're
measured
talking
in your
about-
attack. Good luck, partner.
Alright, so... Yeah, now it lets me do it. Wait a minute. I mean, yeah. Sorry, they both kind of say it, but this is the one that they want. Yes, I agree.
There's no sound. That's the correct one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Oh, sorry. What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my moustache.
That's an image.
Inconsistency, sir. Gotta get my. Oh, if only like the prosecutor says it, then I can get my full Sean Wallace out. Yes, there's a clear inconsistency here.
What nonsense! What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know?
Well, obviously, that I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth.
Guilty.
I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom.
To be fair, he's right. This is so frustrating.
Oh, please.
I hope you slammed your desk, Effie. Thank you.
Does that help?
Yeah, that'll do.
Sure. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. Spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Those eyes. Kazuma.
The
What?
side eye.
What are you talking about?
It is apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there is a clear discrepancy here. Dramatic point. Discrepancy here. The surgeon's statement.
Did you say surgeon?
Sir, surgeon? Sir,
Sarge?
shut up. Shut up. I thought I said
What?
serpent, which is even worse. Sergeant, yes, sir.
Oh, that's
Oh my
that's.
god! Are you kidding me? I was like jokingly saying yes, sir, no, sir, but oh my god, it's genuinely his fucking name. I hate this so much. Sergeant, yes, sir, no, sir.
Well, I hadn't seen his first.
3 bags are full, sir.
Yes, sir. What, sir? Who's that? What's that? I don't know what I'm doing. But...
The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
And yes, you can see he is clearly wearing brown.
The color of your shit, as they say.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir. But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because...
Looks at Kazuma for help. Take a close look at the print. You imbeciles. The victim, Dr. Watson, died from a bullet wound to the chest.
Ah,
Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind.
yeah, so he like got up behind him and like...
He just turned the body around and then like shot him from behind and then turned the body back. That is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
Ooh, wait, what? What?
Oh, what the
Excuse
fuck?
me?
Um,
Um,
I did wonder why he was wearing that thing. I was like, it's a very weird choice of outfit.
look, he couldn't get a babysitter. It's okay.
He's the
Well,
babysitter.
what the? What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again.
It's the Men in Black, that guy with the extra head.
I was thinking of
Certainly.
what's that horror movie where she has like a on the back of her head. Yeah.
Something Voldemort.
No, oh that too, but Malignant. That's
Actually,
it.
Quirrell.
Malignant.
Oh. Certainly. There is a clear discrepancy of the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant? Yes, sir. No, sir. I'm so mad at this fucking name.
Yes, sir, is my name. At this junction, it would appear that it be indisputable.
Inconceivable.
Indisputable!
For fuck's sake, go away.
Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir. Oh god, this fries my forehead up.
What?
What?
The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt.
The Jay-Z album?
This witness, Sergeant, yes sir, no sir, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
That's absurd.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
Boo! Ho ho! Inconsistency seer. Achievement unlocked. There's been a complete... Oh, he said the word turnabout in the mood of this
my
trial.
goodness.
Just from that one discrepancy. Psych! It's the wrong number! So this is what it's like being an ace attorney but being an ace attorney is all about. Oh, they said it! I can't wait till they say the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. But I definitely saw him!
My god, the baby on back.
That university cadet! There! He was pointing at a firearm directly at the victim's back!
Yes!
Yeah, stop doing that! No, but I never fired the gun! All I did was pick it up off the floor.
And you, old man, you didn't see the victim. You didn't see the moment the victim was shot either.
Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Oh yes, you were looking for your Koban coin, weren't you? No, it was an orgy.
Indeed, the prized Hoera Koban. Hunting around the table, I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it happened.
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoey treasure. Nothing could distract me.
Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end?
No?
I see. Naruhodo.
That lamentable day, the precious Hoy Koban was lost to me. No doubt, some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself.
The baby ate it. As I'm sure everyone present is aware. This case demands a swift and decisive resolution.
Look, I know the solution to who shot Mr. Burns. I'm well across these sorts of cases.
Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Speed run the case, let's go, boys! Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive.
Inconclusive.
Inconceivable. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Aoji?
Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he'll find a wolf at the back.
Oh.
Oh, here comes the real decisive evidence.
My witnesses have further testimony to make that will render the previous testimony a complete waste.
Explain.
Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke, I see.
What?
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Across all the goddamn games. Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear?
As clear as Rico glass, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir! At once, sir! Awaiting signal to testify. Sir! Excuse me, but is something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think?
Kiriko Glass is
Affirmative! The newest member of the Nossa family. Wait, hang on. Let's, can I get this going?
I don't know, sir. Oh my god!
The newest member of the Nossa family to rise up for the ranks, sir! Name, Ido!
It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny.
Ido! Tian-chan! Your father is about to quell the enemy! Watch and learn, my boy! I have a fidget spinner somewhere, but I don't know where it is.
Please.
Oh, why not?
You have to blow snot into it. You have to blow snot into it. Hey, it's actually a good season for it, isn't it? Since like you weren't feeling so great. You can now actually snot it.
You want me to be the baby?
I mean, that seems like where it's going.
God. Among Us. Sit still. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. I did not perjury.
Yes, pointing the gun, the foreign man, he was that young lad in black. That much I myself did see.
Furthermore, A visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed. Alone. He was the Englishman, dining all by himself.
Therefore, no one other than the black uniform cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out!
These testimonies are certainly compelling.
What? That's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all.
Please, enough of these outbursts already.
There was a woman. There was a young woman at his table.
There's always a woman.
You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her.
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies.
But it's a good album by Metric. Ugh.
It is evidence beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact.
Check the timestamp.
Oh, who took the
Is this a
photo, mate?
Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, Consul?
Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there's only one place set.
Certainly. Based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else.
This doesn't make any sense. Also, did you submit that evidence to court already? 'Cause
They
that's-
never do. The court will add this new photographic evidence. to
Clearly
the
not.
record.
A bottle of carbonated water and steak at lunch can be seen on the victim's table. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. Hang on, just let me check. So, like, he's sitting there. There should be like a table behind him. What are we seeing here?
Why is it that like there are 4 chairs around the table according to the picture, but there's only 2 here?
What? No, wait. Hang on. I think it looks
Is
like.
that how it works?
No, like, so his chair is the one at the front there, I think. So you
Yeah,
should be,
but-
you should see 2 tables from there, and you don't see 2 tables from there.
But also the number of chairs is wrong.
Let's see. You're right. It's a bit weird.
That's what I keep saying.
But like, what? Maybe it's just. Maybe, just maybe, there's some susness going on here.
Really, I couldn't tell.
I don't know what could be sus right now.
Among Us. The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Watson came to the restaurant alone as well. How much were they paid to shut up?
But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him.
It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all.
This game, like, the thing about it as well, like, this game is taking its sweet time trying to pass the Bechdel test, so I'm not sure it's going to get there.
Pass the what test?
The Bechdel test.
Bechdel?
It's when it's a thing for works of fiction. They need to have a female character that has a name, that has a conversation with another female character, and it's about something that isn't a man. Don't worry about it.
The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt, and also I kind of want to get a coffee for at the break, so fuck this case.
You mean like IRL?
No, like that's the vibe I'm getting from the judge. He's like, I want to go in and get a siesta. I want to go. This is dragging on for too long.
These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain.
You're actually 100% right, Valedict. From the start of the song, it's the most feminist song.
To think that I, Taketsuchi Ouchi, will have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor.
How can this be happening to me? I made a
That's what I thought.
mistake. I shot him with the gun. The judge is ready to rule. That might be you.
Stand tall, Renosuke. It's not over yet.
I was right.
Oh,
Oh no! Wait, hang on, Valedict. No, Baby Got Back isn't a hottest 100 entry. It's fine. What?
If what you say is true, then there is something going on here behind the scenes.
Well, it's either that or like WAP by Cardi B. That's pretty feminist. Except I can't say anything about that song because it's the hottest 100 entry. So I don't want to give it away for free.
And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination.
I don't know, Kazuma.
The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick. Understood?
Nothing is quick.
Roles can be so unbending at times.
Ugh. So I'm just knew what was wrong about this, so, but then it's like hard. Sometimes I'm not reading it because I'm too busy reading it out loud. Let's see. I guess press them. See what happens. Even what I saw wasn't the precise moment. It's almost the same thing. Well, it's not. No, it's not the same thing at all. For a start, I didn't fire that gun. We have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of a uniformed officer versus that of a fledgling cadet. I don't think so.
Consider this, defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked.
Did you?
Did you see it? Did you see me blink?
How could I?
And yet, it is an undeniable fact that I did blink.
No, the animators didn't do that.
So there you have it.
They don't have enough budget.
Have what? Attention! The sound of the firearm rang in my ears, and the very next moment, I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman.
I think that says it all, don't you? And let us not forget that the antiques dealer witnessed the accused in this most incriminating position as well. Isn't that right, Karakuta-san?
Jitters in response.
This point he's down at the foreign man. He was that young lad in black. That much I myself did see.
Wasn't he under the table?
Yeah, under the table. Yes, it may be true that I was holding the gun at that point in time, but I've told you already. That's only because I picked it up off the floor.
Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away.
I just finished drinking my coffee and I was just about to leave the restaurant when I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up at exactly that moment. Is he implying that, like, his gun fired off? No. A gunshot rang in my ears.
full of events beyond our control, life is.
Sorry, what do you mean? These are two Justin Bieber songs. And then now you're going to say Love Yourself. That's the other big song on that album.
In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Whereas, conversely, I failed to pick up the koban from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as well. Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you with pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises home confirmed we're the only personnel present. Yes! What about the waiter? You must have noticed someone else at the doctor was disabled. There was a lady there. You know, there's a lady. Hear me tonight as I say this.
As you have been at pains to point out time and again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman.
Ugh. If only there'd been more people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her, but also probably less likely a crime would have happened.
Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant.
I know. Of course, the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect.
Certainly. 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone.
And why Rennet is the judge.
Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason.
There was?
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket. More evidence we haven't yet submitted.
What is that, counsel?
It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at the clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. An appointment with death.
Hotter Clinic. I don't want to know why it's called Hotter Clinic. Yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question.
Is that the name of the clinic from the Ace Attorney games? I can't remember.
Is that called a Kit Clinic?
There's a
19th
clinic.
November. Noon to past 1 p.m.
Yes, that's what I thought about. It sounded familiar.
The very day of the incident.
Oh, wait. Okay.
So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case. But we'll do it now as a flex.
I wonder. What do you think, Ryunosuke?
Well, it's hard to see how it would be related, really.
Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful.
Should I ask for Dr. Wilson's medical report card to be submitted as evidence or not? Yes! Always.
What happens if it's evidence that jeopardizes you?
Then it's fine because we're already in jeopardy.
Oh no.
If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency.
On what grounds? The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues.
I I beg your pardon.
You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well. The court will grant the defense's request.
Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's the most disturbing trend.
Oh my god, he's a turf.
Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record.
The victim's... Wait. A medical report card from Hodder Clinic that was found in the victim's pocket.
What we need right now is new clues.
Does that mean he doesn't let me look at it.
We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first.
Right, I hear you.
You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Korakuta-san.
Oh, indeed, alone he was the Englishman dining all by himself.
Yes!
So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone.
That I did. Forgive me the position I placed you in.
So the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let us not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statements as well. As can clearly be seen, there is only a single beefsteak on the victim's table. A meal for one.
Oh. Kazuma. Bloody Zoomers. Psst. Did you go AFK or mute, Effie? Did you DM me? Alright, so... You know, no, I don't know, I should, now it's been a while. This is a good breather for me, though.
Just chilling with that cool dude with the headband thing. Well, I'm sorry, anyway. The antique dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before.
Did you intentionally say sergeant again?
No. I keep reading Serpent, to be honest. It's not impossible that they're all lying. But if so, then why?
Why
He
would
bribed
someone
them.
lie?
I can't lying in my Ace Attorney game?
If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea.
Classic protagonist is classic.
Therefore, no one other than the black uniform cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over and out. Why aren't you telling the truth? Why did you say, cadet? There's the whys. I clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. But for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, it's just not that possible. I don't know if anyone remembers that episode of The Simpsons that guest stars Ray Romano, but getting those vibes. It's like episode 400 or something, so I wouldn't blame you if you haven't seen it.
I wanted to say, this would go a lot faster if they just presented evidence from the previous guy, who said there was no one else at the scene, but apparently there were 2 other guys around. Unfortunately for you, Defendant Naruhodo, it's not just a case of these 2 witnesses alone.
Sorry?
The waiter, whose testimony the court heard earlier, clearly stated the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone.
Aside from the other 2 dudes. That's right.
Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady.
Is she of the opera?
Or the menace. But I...
If such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof. And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is a blatant waste of the court's time.
There's nothing I can say to that.
That's a sound. Excellent work, Renosuke. We've gleaned some new information now.
It's a good job. You were very good at hitting LB. Yeah, well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Thank you, BFA.
Let me see the medical report card you got before.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes. This is a brand new piece of evidence.
This is brand new information!
So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail here, just like the updated autopsy report.
How exactly?
Now turn it over on your hand, sir. You will notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine. Press A, and you can take a closer look at the piece in the question.
Appreciate art by pressing A.
Use RS up, RS left, RS down, RS right.
You got some RSI.
Yes. To rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles.
Literally rotating evidence in my mind.
By using LS up, LS left, LS down, LS right. ...
Oh, I can shoot it with that gun I picked up earlier.
Pew pew. You can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before. If the crosshairs start to pulsate, ooh. Press A to investigate further. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at the this medical report card. See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail.
What, you mean like reading it? Alright, I'll see what I can do. And he'd use the sticks and A to inspect any area of evidence that looks suspicious. Oh yeah, that's fine. I can't find anything out of place. It says Hotter Clinic on this medical report card. I hate clinics almost as much as I hate hospitals and surgeries and the NSA. Wait, what is it?
Aren't they all the same?
The UK one, the NHS. That's it, NHS. When I was 5, I caught the only cold I've ever had in my life. Jealous. And I remember, even though I felt awful already, I had to have this hideous injection. Oh no, don't say it, don't say it. I'll never forget it. Never in my whole life.
Wait, don't say what.
He had to get a booster shot.
Most people would give their right arm to have had only one cold in their whole life. Anyway, I don't think this is the clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything.
Right, it's the same. I can't speed for it. Oh yes, I can. Alright. It's folded. Alright, so it definitely doesn't. It looks like this medical report card was first issued quite some time ago.
It's probably a record of long-term treatment, that's why. Of a family doctor, I imagine.
I like to imagine these two just having this conversation while the trial's on. Well, I can't imagine going to a doctor. I mean, as long as I'm alive, I'm never consulting one.
Wow. Well, if you were dead, that'd be no point. So you don't like doctors, then?
Why would you? They make you drink horrible tasting medicine. They give you painful injections. They demand lots of money for you for the privilege. Oh, when you're at your lowest ebb.
He's seen some shit. You sound like a model patient. The bad case of stubbornness, no less.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of stubbornness.
Very bitter medicine indeed.
Also, I got an achievement there.
Yep. Healthy curiosity.
Oh, they're all... I forgot that that's the notable and not the unnotable flashing.
Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, and there's an entry for the day the professor was killed.
He was in to treat his bullet wound.
Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia.
Tropical anesthesia sounds great. Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out?
It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had had a bad tooth removed. Removed.
And replaced with a bullet.
Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief. But he's not in the West.
Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain.
How far back are they? Ah, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic.
There we go. That's the bit. Really?
Sounds like information worth bearing in mind.
Was it only 3 hours? Like, oh yeah, but it was at 2 p.m. So I guess yeah. this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes.
So, I think it's time we listen to the testimony again. Don't you?
Definitely. Like, this is a semantics, but I'm guessing this is what they mean.
I'm so glad you can, like, go backwards and forwards with the dialogue.
Well, I think,
Nice try.
About what are you wittering, lad? You call yourself a lawyer?
and can't you see the music stopped? You know I'm right. I wish I could, but first and foremost here, I'm the accused.
Ryunosuke. Everyone stumbles in their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it, especially for you.
Thanks, Kazuma.
I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raise your hand straight up like that, so purposefully, reminds me of me in my younger days. You knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking.
Kazuma? I'm gonna do that. Alright, and thanks for the advice. Korakuda-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim.
Ah, I see. And I don't see. What of it, boy?
It's because one of his eyes is closed. Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement. What is that? That's worse than my table slap. Something clearly doesn't add up.
He's looking at Kazuma for moral support.
Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur?
Sorry, what?
You were not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel.
But
let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant.
but that's
Remember, Ryunosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point and drive it in.
Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further. The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that I didn't read it. There is no one else besides this pale-faced pupil that got to finish reading that sentence. Who could have possibly have perpetrated the crime?
this
Have you
medical
not seen his glasses? He can't see shit.
this medical report card has nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that?
What? That outburst half petrified me, boy! Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant?
Perhaps because Hotta Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic.
A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted.
What's this now?
And furthermore, if I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating. Just what are you trying to say, Cadet? He had orders not to eat, so what? It's all written up here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off.
What? No, that can't be.
That's actually like exactly how long I had to do it for as well when I went to the dentist earlier this year. Cora Critterson.
What more? What?
Oh my god, his eyes.
As you just heard.
I've changed voices when he was killed, sometime shortly after 2 p.m. The victim couldn't have possibly been eating anything at all. I'm not wearing a tie at all.
No.
Additionally, there's more! You have assured the court with
Yes, sir.
unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that couldn't possibly be the case. Grrr. Now they're gonna be like, well, he didn't actually eat the steak; he just ordered it. Because the victim, as we know now, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of anesthetic. Ugh!
Ah!
Expertly done, partner.
That baby's head is as big as his body.
What? What is this nonsense, you little upstarts? These are baseless accusations. Just look at the photographic evidence.
Also, I like that his response to the baby is as if like he's seeing that guy from the way we see it, but not from the side. Like he should either like easily see the baby or not at all.
You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Use your head, the one with a brain in it. That's a very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic?
How? How dare you?
I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have
Ho
turd.
ho!
Wouldn't you agree, Ryunosuke?
Yes, most definitely.
So, having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the pictured beefsteak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready. Counsel.
Counsel? Oh, that means me, doesn't it?
Alright. The answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of.
Is this what they call turnabout?
Oh god.
Got it. So,
The turnaround.
the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been me. Devil's proof. Obviously, it could only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person.
There was, because I saw her.
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything.
I said devil's proof, bro.
Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. It's not half-eaten, there's only one bite.
It must have been a really big steak.
Maybe? Maybe there are 2 layers to it.
Yeah.
Therefore,
Steaks have layers, just like onions.
the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It is clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable.
No kidding.
When were they ever reliable? If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, I will not have it. We will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial, relentlessly.
Oh shit. Chapter 1.5. Kazuma.
Are you insane? You would take on the government?
Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you.
What do you mean? When you want to say no, but you...
No, I can't remember. Lyrics.
I have issue with them. Those 2 witnesses in the stand.
What?
What are you talking about?
We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the 2 of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously you will be charged with perjury.
Oh, are they allowed to use that word in Ace Attorney games?
It's been a long time,
Perjury?
and since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing.
Complicit in murder? No, 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 no!
It's okay, they get 5 strikes as well. Negative! There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. I was just following orders.
That's right, as the man says. Just so you never saw the gentle one. That's what they told us.
Well then. Well.
This
Oh.
is classic Ace Attorney Chapter 1. What? What did you just say, Korakucha-san?
Oh, no.
You were just following orders? That's a very loaded statement.
Now hold on, lad. I was
So you never saw the gentlewoman?
Grrr.
When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas?
What?
What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, Yuppie?
Just one. Just one simple slip of the tongue.
Order! Counsel, explain what is going on here. It is painfully clear now. You try to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Absolutely not! The prosecution knows nothing of this.
And who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut?
Well,
That's classified.
So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you?
Oh, sorry. You wouldn't. This can't be happening.
Expressions. Ryunosuke. Judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Aoji had any idea about it.
No, it's fine. It's like I kind of just have to tilt my head because of the Among Us. Wait, did I say something? Oh yeah, what are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It could only be the government, the military, or the police, I suppose. Always walking on the moon.
Well, any ideas about who might be behind this?
It's bloody Sting!
If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit for the truth.
So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut.
Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here.
But how? How could we possibly?
Remember how we made progress before?
Before?
We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result.
Oh, that was like half an hour ago. Oh yes, that's right.
Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose. I want answers. If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you, the penalty will be severe.
Please, wait. Your Excellency. I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing.
And what does the defense have to say about all this? All this, hmm?
You know something, Jon Snow! I don't watch it. Well, Your Excellency. No time to think. I'm just going to have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes to my head.
Gives you time to select.
Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the events is... I don't know if like there's an obvious answer to this apart from like maybe that like I don't know why, but I guess like he was saying shit. But
Yes!
wait,
There's still music though.
no, there isn't.
Oh.
There.
Oh.
What do you make of
Little
that?
bit. I think, Consul, that you may want to close your ears as well as your eyes. Otherwise, the sighs of disappointment in the courtroom may very well deafen you. Wow. They're not sugarcoating
If you
it, are they?
feel you must close your eyes in a crisis, might I suggest you keep your mouth shut too? Otherwise, I may have to use the influence I have in the courtroom to shut it permanently.
Just
Damn.
like your own, Ouchie?
I don't know what it's about that prosecutor exactly, but he really makes me wince in pain sometimes. Wince in pain!
Ouchie!
That's the name of the guy!
I don't have a great deal of influence myself, but believe me, I can find other ways to make you keep your mouth shut as well.
Alright, don't get angry. I'll think again. Must be a clue somewhere or evidence in the court. Actually, now that I think about it. Hang on.
Well,
Looking
that's
at evidence.
unexpected.
What is?
Look, do you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru
What's the-
Hosonoka.
Sorry. Well, yes,
Hmm.
business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point.
And it's not the name that's unexpected. It's his job title.
His job. Oh! Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector? What on earth? Corrupt police? I never.
I have no idea. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence if they are wielding it somehow here.
Please. I mean, he was my second guess because he's the only other name you could possibly guess. There might be some pieces of evidence I haven't thoroughly examined yet.
And what does the defense have to say about all this? Hmm?
Well, Your Excellency, I think. I'm just gonna, yeah. He looks like, Dakia from Ace Attorney 2, or whatever his name is.
Yes!
Well, surely that would be Satoru Hosunaga's son.
Hosonoga-san. The waiter who took the stand earlier.
Poppycock! What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence.
For once, I would agree with you. If, that is, the man truly were a waiter.
Well, if he truly were.
Come on, Rimsky. Time to hit this court of the truth.
Truth best.
Yes!
That was your line.
The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question. I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything.
Sorry, Your Excellency, that's the back of the card. It's the back of the back of the card. That's the interest.
Thinking emoji. I beg your pardon? Flip it over, you dingus.
Or perhaps I should have said the front. Yes, it's the front of the back of the card. That's where the telling detail is.
Would somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say? Asanaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession, his true profession. The waiter's profession? But that's surely... Good gracious! That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before?
The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power. Absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned. So, witnesses that I understand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene?
Well, he's there. Inspector Hosonaga. Oh. That looks very painful. I was worried something like this might happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility.
Oh my god, his eyes blink behind his glasses.
It's a flashback, we don't need to read it. Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card. I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself get distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake. So,
You're to say you really are a detective.
but why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Ah, of course!
To collect
salary must
evidence,
be-
yeah.
Terrible! I was working undercover. Undercover? Under the cover?
I hardly know her.
Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover.
Incidents at the restaurant. What kind of incidents?
That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide.
Very well then, Inspector Hosonaga. But you will elaborate on one point for the court.
Of course, Your Excellency.
We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. I can neither confirm nor deny the statement, if that is indeed true. Clearly, you would also have been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I am led to assume that you're the murderer. That in your professional capacity as a police officer, you require these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct?
I'm pretty sure this is just flat out perjury. Ahem. Ahem. Correct, Your Excellency. Now that I can't deny it. Unbelievable! I should have just said inconceivable.
As I suspected.
Oh no, he's dead.
Nice.
As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran to the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accuser of the student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman.
So the truth comes out.
I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the bureau. It was then that I received some special orders. Special orders? You mean to say? Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those are my orders. But what if this Englishwoman was the killer? I think it would have been in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on the soil. To name an English woman as the primary suspect, well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question.
So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case.
But it's not right.
Since when is anything done right in Ace Attorney, especially on the, that side? One possibility does spring to mind.
Oh, and just one more thing.
The
What do you
updated
mean?
autopsy report.
Kazuma.
Yuma University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. And I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young Englishwoman.
But she fell in love with an English man?
Shocking.
You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. You mean, when I removed them from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first. The court
Then the
demands...
court
Sorry.
demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector.
The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle. Is that jailbreak? But no, oh, what is that? What's the pun here? Giselle Brett. Giselle Brett. Giselle Brett. Brett. Jailbait. She is indeed a foreign
Bit of a
student
stretch.
studying in the research laboratory of UMay University's medical faculty.
What is happening here?
I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene. I'm a little tired myself. And ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies.
If you don't hear from me, I fell asleep.
Oh, that's concerning. It must now be up to Your Excellency to decide how to deal with the situation.
Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone.
But apparently, there were like 6 people in the room.
He's like, oh my god, he believes me! However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
Ah, thank you, Vagabond. Not something I'm aware of immediately.
But, Your Excellency, that would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send a telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be displeased by such actions.
Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom. The irony.
Nah.
Inspector Hosonaga,
Yes, sir.
you will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency. Yeah, I don't see what the pun is.
Well, it's Vagabond said it's a type of bullet, and if you swap
Oh.
the R for an L,
Oh. Sorry?
at once, Your Excellency.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau.
As I said before, It is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. Absolutely flawless. So it won't be a problem. Nothing will get in my way.
The field did, though. Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student, Giselle Brett, to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Your Excellency. Why?
Good. Then we will have a 30-minute recess before reconvening. Oh,
Well, I was gonna say, if you want to stop, this looks like a great time to do it.
yeah, I was thinking it too. Yeah. I'm exhausted. It's been a long day.
I didn't get as much sleep as I would have liked.
Same here.
Alright. If I just sit back, is it just gonna go back into it? Yeah, I think so. Quiet, Lisa. The dog is barking. Alright, yeah. That's been fun. So when do you want to do this again, Effie?
Did you just yeet the Among Us
Yeah, yeah.
plushie? Wow.
Wait, when do you want to do this again, Effie?
I can do either Friday or Saturday nights. Might be able to do Thursday next week. Thursday night.
Well, Thursday's a bit awkward for me, as you know.
Yeah.
Maybe just Friday, I guess. That'll work.
Because I have next Friday off.
Yeah, that's
So-
perfect. And
That'd be great.
thanks for everyone's here. I had a ton of fun with this.
It's shenanigans.
Yeah, it's great. So maybe we'll reconvene in a week. And hopefully not forget what was going on. Let's see.
We'll remember everything from the start, but wherever we both got like tired at, it's just like, oh yeah, something happened over there. Let's look at the logs.
It's okay. Fortunately, it's not one of those later Exit Journey cases where you've got like 48 pieces of evidence.
Just you wait. Don't jinx it.
It's not yet. That's what matters.
Gradually increase, and then we'll just see it happen.
Yeah. So in any case, if you're watching this live or via board, good morning, good afternoon, good night, etc., etc., etc. It doesn't matter. It's all good. As long as you're here, have a good time, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.